You want respect. You crave it, don't you? That feeling when you walk into a room and heads turn, when people hang on your every word, when your opinion carries weight. It's not about ego. It's about impact. It's about having the power to make a difference, to shape the world around you. But here's the kicker. Respect isn't given. It's earned. And I'm here to tell you about two habits, two powerful ways of being that will command respect in every single forum you step into. Whether it's a boardroom or a classroom, a family dinner or a global conference, these two habits will set you apart. They'll make people sit up and take notice. They'll make your voice the one that matters. Let's talk about the first habit. Unwavering integrity. Now, I know what you're thinking. Integrity? That's old school. That's boring. But let me tell you, in a world of shortcuts and quick fixes, integrity is like a superpower. It's the foundation of trust. And trust is the currency of respect. And integrity means doing the right thing, even when no one is watching. It means keeping your word, even when it's inconvenient. It means standing up for what you believe in, even when it's unpopular. It's about being the same person in private that you are in public. Think about the people you respect most in your life. I bet they're not the ones who talk the biggest game or make the grandest promises. They're the ones who follow through. They're the ones who are consistent, reliable, trustworthy. That's integrity in action. But here's the thing about integrity. It's not a sometimes thing. You can't turn it on and off like a switch. It's an all-the-time thing. It's a way of life. And that's what makes it so powerful. When you live with integrity, people know what to expect from you. They know that your word is your bond. They know that you'll do what you say you'll do. And in a world full of empty promises and broken commitments, that makes you stand out. It makes you valuable. It makes you respectable. But integrity isn't just about being honest. It's about being authentic. It's about aligning your actions with your values. It's about having the courage to be yourself, to stand for something, even when it's not easy or popular. Think about the great leaders in history. The ones we still talk about, the ones we still respect. They weren't perfect, but they had integrity. They stood for something bigger than themselves. They had principles they wouldn't compromise, even in the face of pressure or attempt. Now, I'm not saying it's easy. Living with integrity means sometimes making tough choices. It means sometimes standing alone. It means sometimes sacrificing short-term gains for long-term respect. But let me tell you, it's worth it. Because when you have integrity, you have something that money can't buy and power can't command. You have the respect of others, and more importantly, you have self-respect. You can look yourself in the mirror every morning and be proud of the person looking back. And here's the beautiful thing about integrity. It's contagious. When you live with integrity, you inspire others to do the same. You raise the bar. You create a ripple effect that can change your family, your workplace, your community. So how do you build this habit of integrity? It starts with small decisions. It starts with keeping the promises you make to yourself. If you say you're going to wake up at 6 a.m. to work out, do it. If you commit to a project, if you tell someone you'll be there for them, show up. It's about being mindful of your words and actions. Before you speak, ask yourself, is this true? Is this necessary? Is this kind? Before you act, ask yourself, does this align with my values? Am I being true to myself? And when you mess up, because we all do, own it. Admit your mistakes. Apologize sincerely. Make amends. That's integrity too. It's not about being perfect. It's about being accountable. Now let's talk about the second habit that commands respect in every forum. Continuous learning. In today's fast-paced world, knowledge is more than power, it's survival. The person who stops learning becomes obsolete. But the person who's always learning, they're always relevant, they're always valuable. They're always respected. Continuous learning isn't just about formal education. It's not about degrees or certificates, although those can be part of it. It's about cultivating a curious mind. It's about being hungry for knowledge, eager for new ideas, open to different perspectives. Think about the most interesting people you know, the ones who always have something insightful to say, who can engage in meaningful conversations on a wide range of topics. I bet they're lifelong learners. They're the ones who are always reading, always asking questions, always seeking to understand more. When you commit to continuous learning, you become that person. You become a source of knowledge and insight. People seek you out for your opinion. They value your perspective. They respect your expertise. But it's not just about accumulating facts. It's about developing your mind. It's about sharpening your critical thinking skills, expanding your creativity, enhancing your problem-solving abilities. It's about becoming a better version of yourself every single day. And here's the thing. In a world where information is at our fingertips, there's no excuse not to learn. You don't need expensive courses or fancy degrees. You need curiosity and commitment. You need to make learning a priority. Read books, listen to podcasts, watch documentaries, engage in meaningful conversations, seek out people who know more than you do and learn from them. Be humble enough to admit what you don't know and eager enough to fill those gaps in your knowledge. But don't just passively consume information. Apply what you learn. Test new ideas. Experiment. Make mistakes and learn from them. That's how you turn information into wisdom, and wisdom commands respect. And remember, learning isn't just about your professional life. Learn about health and fitness to take better care of your body. Learn about psychology to understand yourself and others better. Learn about history to gain perspective on the present. Learn about different cultures to broaden your worldview. The more you learn, the more you realize how much there is to know. And that humility, that recognition of how vast the world of knowledge is, that's respect-worthy too. It shows that you're not arrogant, that you're open to growth, that you're always striving to... Now, I know what some of you are thinking. I'm too busy to learn. I've got a job, a family, responsibilities. But here's the truth. You can't afford not to learn. The world is changing too fast. If you're not growing, you're falling behind. Now, so make learning a habit. Set aside time each day to read, to reflect, to learn something new, even if it's just 15 minutes. Start your day with a new fact, end it with a new insight. Make learning as much a part of your routine as brushing your teeth or eating breakfast. And share what you learn. Teach others. Discuss ideas. Engage in debates. Because when you share knowledge, you reinforce your own learning and you establish yourself as a valuable resource. People respect those who not only learn, but who help others learn too. Now here's where the magic happens. When you combine these two habits, unwavering integrity and continuous learning, you become unstoppable. You become someone who not only knows a lot, but who can be trusted with that knowledge. You become someone who not only has great ideas, but who follows through on them. Integrity without knowledge can be weak and useless, and knowledge without integrity can be dangerous. But when you have both, that's when you become a force to be reckoned with. That's when you command respect in every forum. Think about it. When you walk into a room with a reputation for integrity and a wealth of knowledge, people listen. They trust your words because they trust your character. They value your ideas because they know you've done your homework. They respect your opinion because they respect you as a person. And it's not just about how others see you. It's about how you see yourself. When you live with integrity and commit to continuous learning, you develop a deep sense of self-respect. You know your own worth. You don't need to prove yourself to anyone because you prove yourself to yourself every single day. The self-respect is like armor. It protects you from the naysayers, the critics, the haters, because when you respect yourself, other people's opinions don't define you. You're not swayed by every wind of public opinion or social media. You stand firm in who you are and what you believe. But here's the thing. These habits aren't a destination. They're a journey. You don't suddenly wake up one day with perfect integrity or complete knowledge. It's a daily commitment. It's about making the right choices moment by moment, day by day. There will be times when it's tempting to cut corners, to take the easy way out. There will be days when you don't feel like learning, when you'd rather zone out in front of the TV, but that's when you need to dig deep. That's when you need to remember why you started this journey in the first place. Because the respect you earn through these habits, it's not just about you, it's about the impact you can have on the world. When people respect you, they listen to you. And when they listen to you, you have the power to make a difference. You have the power to inspire change, to lead, to leave a legacy. Imagine walking into any forum, a job interview, a community meeting, a global conference, knowing that you have something valuable to offer, knowing that your words carry weight because they're backed by integrity and knowledge. Imagine the confidence that comes with that. Imagine the doors that open, the opportunities that present themselves. That's the power of these two habits. That's why they're worth cultivating, worth fighting for, worth making a part of who you are. So starting today, make a commitment to yourself. Commit to living with unwavering integrity, even when it's hard, even when no one is watching. Commit to continuous learning, to growing your mind every single day. Write it down. Make it a promise to yourself. Put it somewhere you'll see it every day. And then take action. Start small if you need to. Keep one small promise to yourself today. Learn one new thing. And then do it again tomorrow. And the next day and the next. Because here's the truth. Respect isn't about being perfect. It's about being consistently good. It's about showing up day after day with integrity and a willingness to learn and grow. And as you do this, as you build these habits, you'll start to notice changes. People will look at you differently. They'll listen more closely when you speak. They'll seek out your opinion, your advice, your leadership. But more importantly, you'll feel different. You'll stand taller, speak with more confidence, face challenges with more resilience, because you'll know deep in your bones that you're living up to your own standards. You'll know that you're becoming the kind of person worthy of respect. And let me tell you, there's no better feeling in the world than knowing you've earned the respect of others through your own actions and choices. It's a feeling that no amount of money can buy, no position of power can grant. So go out there and be that person. Be the one with unwavering integrity and an insatiable thirst for knowledge. Be the one who commands respect not through force or manipulation, but through character and wisdom. Because when you do, you won't just change your own life. You'll change the lives of those around you. You'll set a new standard. You'll inspire others to rise up, to live with integrity, to never stop learning. And that, my friends, is how you change the world. One person at a time, starting with yourself. That's how you leave a legacy that lasts long after you're gone. That's how you earn respect in every forum and, more importantly, earn the respect of the person staring back at you in the mirror. The mirror doesn't lie. It reflects who you truly are, not who you pretend to be. And when you can look in that mirror with pride, knowing you've lived up to your own standards of integrity and continuous learning, that's when you've truly made it. But let's get real for a moment. This journey isn't easy. There will be days when integrity feels like a burden. Days when learning feels like a chore. Days when you'll be tempted to take the easy way out, to cut corners, to settle for mediocrity. Those are the days that define you. Those are the moments that separate the respected from the forgotten. Because anyone can talk about integrity when things are easy. Anyone can learn when they're motivated. The true test comes when it's hard, when you're tired, when no one would blame you for giving up. That's when you dig deep. That's when you remind yourself why you started this journey in the first place. Because you're not just doing this for the respect of others. You're doing it for yourself. You're doing it because you know you're capable of greatness, and you refuse to settle for anything less. Think about the people you admire most in your life, the ones who command respect without demanding it. Chances are they've faced those same tough days. They've had those same moments of doubt, but they pushed through. They stayed true to their principles. They kept learning, kept growing, kept striving to be better. And now they're the ones people turn to in times of crisis. They're the ones whose opinions carry weight. They're the ones who make a real difference in the world, not because they're perfect, but because they're consistently good, consistently trustworthy, consistently growing. That could be you. In fact, it should be you. Because the world needs more people of integrity. It needs more lifelong learners. It needs more individuals who refuse to compromise their values, who are always hungry for knowledge, who lead by example. But here's the thing. This isn't just about personal growth. It's about creating a ripple effect that can change the world. When you live with integrity and commit to continuous learning, you inspire others to do the same. You raise the bar for everyone around you. Think about your workplace. What if everyone there committed to these two habits? What if every employee was known for their unwavering integrity and their thirst for knowledge? Can you imagine how much more productive, how much more innovative, how much more or think about your community. What if every neighbor, every local leader, every community member lived by these principles? How much stronger would your community be? How much more could you accomplish together? This is how real change happens. Not through grand gestures or sweeping reforms, but through individual choices made day after day. It's about creating a culture of integrity and learning that spreads from person to person, from family to family, from community to community. And it starts with you, right here, right now, with the choices you make today, tomorrow, and every day after that. Every time you choose integrity over convenience, every time you choose learning over complacency, you're casting a vote for the kind of world you want to live. But let's talk about something else for a moment. Let's talk about failure. Because on this journey, you will fail, you will make mistakes, you'll fall short of your own standards, and that's okay. In fact, it's more than okay, it's necessary. Failure is not the opposite of integrity. Dishonesty is. When you fail and own up to it, when you take responsibility for your mistakes and learn from them, that's integrity in action. That's the kind of behavior that earns respect. And failure is not the enemy of learning. Complacency is. When you fail and use that as a springboard to learn more, to do better, to grow stronger, that's the essence of continuous learning. That's how you turn setbacks into comebacks. So don't fear failure. Embrace it. Learn from it. Let it fuel your commitment to integrity and learning. Because the most respected people in any forum aren't the ones who never fail. They're the ones who fail, own it, learn from it. Now let's talk about the power of these habits in different forums. In your personal life, integrity and continuous learning build deep, meaningful relationships. People trust you. They value your opinion. They know they can count on you. And they're drawn to your ever-growing knowledge and insights. In your professional life, these habits make you invaluable. In a world where technology is constantly changing the job market, the ability to learn and adapt is crucial. And in a business environment where trust is often in short supply, your integrity makes you stand out. You become the go-to person, the one people want on their team, the one considered for leadership role. In your community, these habits make you a leader, whether you hold an official position or not. People look to you for guidance. They trust your judgment. They respect your opinion. You become a force for positive change, a role model for others to emulate. And in the larger world, well, that's where things get really exciting. Because when you combine unwavering integrity with a commitment to continuous learning, you become the kind of person who can truly make a difference on a global scale. Think about the big challenges facing our world today. Climate change, economic inequality, social injustice. These are complex problems that require leaders with both strong moral compasses and the ability to understand and adapt to new. In other words, they require people with integrity and a commitment to continuous learning. You could be that person. You could be the one who comes up with innovative solutions, who brings people together, who leads the charge for positive change. Not because you're smarter than everyone else or because you have some special talent, but because you've committed to these two powerful habits. But even if you don't end up changing the world on a global scale, you'll change your world. You'll create a life you can be proud of. You'll build relationships based on trust and mutual respect. You'll continually grow and evolve, always becoming a better version of yourself. And isn't that what life is all about? Isn't that the kind of life worth living? So as you go forward from this moment, remember this. Respect isn't something you can demand. It's something you earn day by day, choice by choice. It's earned through unwavering integrity, through a commitment to always learning and growing. Make these habits the foundation of your life. Let them guide your decisions, shape your actions, define your character. Because when you do, you become unstoppable. You become the kind of person who commands respect in every forum, who makes a real difference in the world. And years from now, when you look back on your life, you won't just see achievements or accolades. You'll see a life lived with purpose, with integrity, with a constant drive to learn and grow. You'll see a life that earned respect not just from others, but That's the power of these two habits. That's the impact they can have on your life and on the world around you. So embrace them, live them, let them transform you into the person you're meant to be. Because the world needs that person. The world needs you living with integrity, always learning, always growing. The world needs the positive change you can create, the example you can set, the impact you can have. So go out there and be that person. Be the one with unwavering integrity and an insatiable thirst for knowledge. Be the one who earns respect in every forum. Be the one who makes a difference. Your journey starts now. The habits of integrity and continuous learning are calling. Will you answer? Will you take up the challenge? Will you become the kind of person who commands respect wherever you go? The choice is yours. The power is in your hands. Now go out there and make it happen. The world is waiting for the new you, the respected you, the you that's about to emerge. Go and show them what true respect looks like. Go and be the change you want to see in the world.